Hello, I'm standing here in North Derbyshire, just 13 miles from the university's Chesterfield campus. In this module, we'll be studying the meaning of public health and the essential elements of public health practice. I thought a good place to start would be with a true story that happened over 300 years ago, here in the village of Eyam. In 1665, the bubonic plague was rife in southern England, especially London. Many English people outside London lived in small towns or villages, working on the land. Here in the village of Eyam, Alexander Hatfield lived in this house with his wife Mary. He was a tailor and had ordered cloth from London.
Welcome to the University of Derby's online Master's degree in International Hospitality Management, a groundbreaking collaboration between the University of Derby Buxton and the Swiss Hotel Management School in Lausanne, part of the Swiss Education Group. As the programme is delivered online, it gives you greater flexibility and you will be able to plan your study time around your existing commitments, working at a time and pace to suit you.
Hello and welcome to the Business Simulation module. My name is Simon Smith, one of the module leaders and your e-learning tutor. The aim of the Business Simulation module is to give students the opportunity to practice and evaluate real decision making, but in a simulated business environment. Many businesses start out in a garage or a workshop, manufacturing and selling goods on a small scale, and this works very well whilst quantities are small. However, as a business starts to grow and more orders start coming in, many challenges lay ahead.
We're standing at the moment on top of Home Moss in the Peak District, one of the famous iconic moorland areas of the Peak District National Park. It's covered by a deep layer of peat, which is really important for us at the moment because we're all interested in climate change. Peat is made up of 75% carbon, and we'd rather like that peat to stay here on the top of the hill where it is. It's here as a natural function of being a wetland. The plant material that has grown up here has built up when it's died in great layers of peat because of the really wet environment.
There's two ways of looking at design. You can either look at it from the point of view as I'm going to do something superficial and maybe this season it should be stripes rather than spots. But if you can go deeper than that, you can think, well, how can we change the way that things work? And at the moment, we're in a very exciting time because sustainability is high on the agenda as it should be, and that gives designers a massive opportunity. So at the moment, we're concentrating on how can we be, number one, more efficient in terms of use of materials, how can we make things last longer, and then also how can we be fairer in terms of how they're made.
I think the key skill that you need to learn is communication. It's at the basis of everything you do in terms of filmmaking, in terms of getting your ideas into a visual medium. It's the key element that you need to learn, but it also has a wider implication in terms of filmmaking is a very collaborative business. Although it's often seen as kind of being sort of director-led or auteur-led, it's a very collaborative business. And the more you can learn to communicate your ideas and your thoughts, the better. It's the key thing to learn, really. So persevere, learn communication skills, get as much experience as you can, especially hands-on experience, and be prepared for it to take a while to happen. But just keep that kind of focus on where you want to be. If you want to end up writing and directing films, the best way of doing it is to write and direct films. That's the kind of most basic advice I can give. Don't talk about it, do it.